so glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Stanford Cardinals. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, the Kansas head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Jayhawks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Running inside. It's Ford. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stanford quickly to the line.
And it's still early in this football game, but I tell you what, that's a good sign for this offense. Can they physically meet the challenge of these short yard situations? 3rd down, and I know you're running, you know I'm running. Who can win? And the offense able to physically put it on the ground, lean forward.
There's a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Takes the handoff. It's Irvin. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Might as well stick with him. Thrust that arm out. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking outside, it's Edwards. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously, the running back has been the big story for this offense all season long. And the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal. to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention, and he's got this team knocking on the doorstep of a college football playoff.
Finding some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, in recent years, Kansas's offense has been most dynamic and most dangerous when they've been able to run the football. That was certainly the case when Devin Neal was there. And so who's going to be that new guy, David? I know they went to the portal to bring some familiar faces, maybe some guys that a lot of Kansas fans may already know about based on who this team has had to play, but no question, they've got to run the ball.
About to say know about and not like this in the past, right? Edwards was over at Kansas State. Now you switch to the Kansas uniform, and Rock Chalk Jayhawk is excited about him. Andy Koltanecki coming back to the Kansas staff. This is an offense that likes to run the football. They want to be physical. That's how they start on offense.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here
maybe some room here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like
turning it on. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Ford. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the big fella's trying to work the drag route. He does a good job getting lost in the wash. He comes out the other side. He's open. He's just got to make the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Jayhawks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Looking for blockers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Running inside. It's Ford. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really...
Got a little press. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. For the tackle, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's 4th, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Stanford wants to push the pace. Dropping back, it's Warren. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Irvin. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Cardinal! Rolled his way into the end zone.
And I like the play design there, Dave. You got 4 wide receivers on the field, so you're trying to get the defense to substitute and put a bunch of DBs out there. Not a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage. And then you run the football. And all you're trying to do with this guy is just get him in space, because once he gets there, man, he's got the speed to take the distance.
No doubt. And you spread them out by bringing more receivers on the field. It puts more emphasis on the line of scrimmage. Nice job blocking up front, getting him a crack. And you could tell, man, once he got some speed downhill, he was gone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. On the run, it's Willis. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Under fire. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Got room to work. Here's a little room there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Edwards. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. In the red area, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Warren. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Stanford quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking downfield on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Run in the red zone, it's Ford. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wolverines coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got his man. Turns it on at midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Trying to run, it's Edwards. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. He now has 108 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kansas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie. There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like...
Makes the grab in their space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots, shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's y'all. At the 40. Maybe a crease. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running inside, it's Ford. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. To the air, it's Warren. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Got a man. It's Cox. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tight game, final period, and this crowd plans to finish strong. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the first down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Defense in press coverage. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. They move on top here in the fourth. The Jayhawks with the response. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Warren. Unloads it left. Finds his man, it's Hall. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He rifles one deep to the left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. He'll pull it down and run. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Ford. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
Booster. Flat. Level.
Wants to throw. It's Warren. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the 1st down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here.
Hey, take 28-29 bounce. 28-29 bounce. Bubba. Go.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. This one's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
They'll run the option. Now the toss. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Well, this guy has delivered for his team over and over in this game, obviously just not able to get it done there. And that time, David, nowhere for him to go. He was trying his hardest to break tackles, see if he could maybe bounce that thing outside, but just nowhere to go. You got to give that one to the defense, and as a result, they're going to win the game.
Absolutely. The defense gave up some runs, didn't play it the way they wanted to. They talked about it coming in the game. We've got to stop the run. We've got to be physical. Well, in the biggest moment, when you know they're going to him on a fourth down call, you come up big and you execute, you get him on the ground, and you walk out of here with the win.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll try it over the left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Warren. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been